on, everybody? It's your boy LiiONxHeArT, and tonight I want to talk about everything that entails the situation with Nipsey Hussle and his unfortunate passing. I got my man DT here in the building, and really, first and foremost, I just want to talk about his impact. I've been laying low for a little while and seeing everything that this great man has done for the community, or what he aspired to do. It really inspired me to stand up once more, and it helped me remember like what my duty is as an artist, and the duty that we all have as artists and black men. Whenever we are on television, or whenever we have the ability to influence others, we have to understand that we are like walking visual models that people look up to and they aspire to be. Why would you aspire to be something wicked? The kids will watch you and they will grow to follow you. It's important for us to make sure that we model in a positive light.
I was told that we're the ambassadors of our people. We are ambassadors of our race, and we are the people that the kids look up to at the end of the day. And that's what Nipsey pretty much did. He showed that you can go from nothing to becoming something. And that was big because he was game banging, rolling 60s, everything. And he changed his whole life around. Down to real estate, a real estate mogul. I could just go down the line, not even just rapping, just down the line. The STEM program he had, that was going to bring the neighborhood together along with the police and coincide with the police and really create that togetherness and unity. So therefore, not one side's afraid of one side and the other side's afraid of. No, there's a dialogue there. They know what's going on, and there's unity between the neighborhood police like it used to be. Because back in the day, the police used to stay within the neighborhood. So therefore, the police, Don or Tom, whatever his name is, know John down the street. Told John, come on, stop playing. I knew you said you was a young boy, stop playing. And there'll be less of these police shootings and things like that if we have that kind of unity that we did have back in the day. So it's just so much the name of stuff that he had going on that was bigger than rap itself. Rap was just a vehicle. It was a vehicle that he utilizing to guide him to his actual goal, which is to bring enlightenment to people, teaching the kids and people how to be better owners, real estate agents and things like that. Bringing out and promoting positive things and eating right. And how we can go to holistic way of holistic treatments instead of going to like these pharmaceuticals and things like that. But I'm gonna pass it on. I just wanted to piggyback on a couple of things.
No, brother, I totally agree with you. Like, this man was such an inspiration, and what he aspired to do, like to spread the knowledge of Dr. Sebi. And for all those who don't know about Dr. Sebi, like, this man was like doing miracles, things that the government claims that man is not even capable of doing yet. He was claiming that he was doing it. We're not gonna jump into conspiracy theories here, but it's clearly evident that this man was silenced, and I believe the same thing possibly could have occurred with Nipsey. Going back to being a model for individuals, it's crazy to see what hip-hop has become today. We have people who blatantly create work that they themselves don't even love. Like, they don't even have their heart in it. People just do things for money, and they fail to realize that there's people watching you. You're on television, you're in front of millions. If your heart is not into your craft, then you may be possibly misleading other people who look up to you and aspire to follow in your footsteps. I want to shout out my man Daylight, because I've been watching Daylight for like the past 4 days, and he just been spitting nothing but truth, my brother. You know what I mean? What's your thought on about the music today, bro?
I agree. I think that the music today, people gotta understand that it's not just here in the United States. It go out to the rest of the world. So, for example, when I went to Guatemala, you know, I was a well-spoken African American brother, and when I went out there, they was shocked and surprised because what they see on TV, they see brothers that look like me and you acting a fool. They see them being gangsters, see them being this, see them being that, and so a lot of people come from different countries and they may not know a few words, but they know that a black brother is a gangster, or they're afraid, and they have this preconceived notion of what a brother is, based on the poison that's being spit out. That's not just being spit in America, but it's being spit out throughout the world. So therefore, when I went out there, they were just so shocked and surprised in Guatemala. And after I had, you know, certain, you know, conversations with them, they just gravitated towards me. It's like they haven't, you know, this is like their first real, you know, black person that they can actually, you know, I was tangible to them, you know, and, you know, they can put a finger on it. Before, it was just TV. This is the stuff they're getting in from the TV. This is, you know, just from the imagery, the negative imagery. So I just found that funny that, you know, that's why I feel like music is very, I think music could change a whole, because if you think of music back in the day, it was about love, it was about coming together, it was about being married. That's what, look at the marriage rate back in the day. The marriage rate was sky high now amongst the black people, and then now it's just like no one want to get married now, you know. I mean, look at the music promote, you know, not to, for lack of a better word, you know, F hoes and whatever the case may be. You know what the music's about. Gamble, get money, scam, you know, wear the latest designer of the people that don't care about you. So these are things that are being promoted. But when you had this is why Nipsey was such a huge impact, in my personal humble opinion, because yes, he had music and he had rap, but at the same time, the message that he was giving, like, music was his vehicle, and the message he was giving outside of that was bigger than rap. You know, the real estate, the STEM program, the you know, the Dr. Sebi, you know, which were the enlightened brothers. Because a lot of people, our brothers, let's be real, would throw pork on a table, on a plate, and that's it. You know, pork fried rice, we good. You know, from the Chinese spot, or bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning, and like these foods, that's not good for us. He was going to show us a way through Dr. Sebi on how, you know, we can not only financially on an economic level be, you know, good in that aspect, but just even on a, like, eating wise, on a eating level, you know, which in turn will help with our health, you know. So I didn't mean to go off, but
you're speaking with passion, and that's really felt. You know, our heroes are being taken out, and we have to inherit the same mind state that this individual have. You know, referring to Nipsey Hussle, you know, or artists that have unfortunately passed, that were trying to do something beautiful, you know, that were brave enough to come out and not do what everybody else is doing, promoting violence, promoting alcoholism, promoting all these bad things that lead to your own destruction. Because they don't really care about you. They don't really care about the culture. So, like, I just want to tell my brothers, tell my sisters, those who have the ability to influence others, know that you have a role. And I plead with you to please just do something positive. Like, make something beautiful. Art should be beautiful. It should come from here. It should be used to uplift people. You know what I mean? The path that we're heading on, it's self-destructive. The music that we're creating, it's self-destructive. We have to change our minds. Only then could we really, really free ourselves and start to stimulate change and growth within the black community. Because the black community is honestly wilding right now. We need more leaders to stand up. We need more leaders to stand up and fight, and, you know what I mean, fight and not give up despite the fact that our leaders being taken out. You have to keep on going.
And understand, fighting don't have to be physical. You gotta understand, people gotta understand that they have the power. Fighting don't have to be, it's not in a physical sense. If you think about the power that we have, we get the chance to choose the narrative. And what I mean by that is, if we don't like the music, we need to stop listening to the music.
Right.
I mean, we can't blame the artist. The artist is going to do what people like at the end of the day. You know, oh, they like, oh, let's talk about doing this and holding, killing black, you know, whatever. And people going to keep buying their albums and buying their, you know, streams and, you know, keep playing their streams. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to continue. But if people stop buying their albums, stop, you know, streaming their music and things like that, they're going to realize, okay, this is not what's going on. And this is why we have what's going on right now with Jay-Z, Meek Mill, and they're starting to get the conscious. They're starting to get conscious now, and they starting to speak, you know, that language now because they realize there's a shift, and that kind of music is not really selling no more. They starting to see the shift in the people. So this is why Meek Mill jumping on the bandwagon. Jay-Z, they have this big like. You know, team thing going as far as on the conscious level. So, you know, and it's, like I said, it's up to us. We can't really hold the artist accountable.
Right.
We have to start holding ourselves accountable. You know, and we have to start stop buying this poison that's teaching us to kill our own brother. Start lifting our own brother up, and not only just the music. We need to come together and start lifting and supporting each other in general. You know, and it's time for us to take the torch that Nipsey left. We take it and we run with it. We own our own business. We go buy some land and real estate. You know, we start creating music that's about uplifting our people. You know, we start doing things that's going to really set us and bring that Black Wall Street. I know that's cliche. Everyone say Black Wall Street, but I feel like we literally need that. Because we're pretty much the only people that don't keep our dollar in our community no more than 6 hours. No more than 6 hours. We're the only people, you know, and we're the only people that don't have a community that's not a hood, like the Bronx, or it's not a hood, but an actual community, a striving, prosperous community, business owners, a whole block of business owners, a whole block. We don't have that. Chinatown, we have, you know, in Brooklyn, they have the Jewish area, and it's nothing against any of those, you know, those people or anything, but I feel like we need to start coming together more. Support your brother. Your brother's an artist, support your brother. Your brother's an actor, support your brother. You know, support each other. Don't wait till they become big and then say, oh, okay, I feel like I want to support them now. They're big now.
It's going to be too
late. You know, just support them at the bottom so therefore we can grow and then continue on what Nipsey started. Because at the end of the day, whether you want to know it or not, we're the trendsetters of this world.
Facts.
Rap, look at it. Rap, hip-hop, not pop not really. I mean, people listen to pop, but it's not really, you know, you don't see too many people working out on gym workout videos with country music. It don't mix well. What do they have? They have hip hop or rap music working on their workout videos, right? So at the end of the day, understand that who you are and understand that you are the trendsetters of this world. So now, if you're the trendsetter of this world, if you're promoting things that's against your people and the people that don't look like you, do you think that they're not going to think that about you? You know, you already speaking that in your music about yourself. Now you're giving them ammunition. Oh, look at them. They're lazy. They want to shoot each other. They're females. They treat them like hoes. Oh, okay. So we just could do whatever we want to do. And this is why we got where we going now. We got black, other people that's not black saying, oh, my N-word, oh, my nigga, oh, my nigga, oh, my. And then you to looking at them like, bro, why are you saying that word? You know, that's not a cool word. So not to steer off, I'm going to try to reel it back in. This is why I feel like when Nipsey was going, I feel like he really was pulling that torch to really bring the people together. He was a mixture of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, in my humble opinion, together. He was a mixture. He was like that middle ground, you know. And I feel like he did the right thing, and he left a great impact in the world. So, you know, that's how I really salute to the brother, and I commend him for all the work he has done. And it's up to us to continue the work that he was starting to do. You know, instead we can cry and go to his ritual and, you know, go to his funeral, but at the end of the day, it's not about the act. It's not about acting. It's about reacting to the situation. You know, react. So we got to react to the situation. The situation happened, and we have to go and put our foot forward and let's do it.
Beautifully said, man. Once again, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Nipsey Hussle, thank you for your contribution. And everybody, I hope you take heed to our words. Stay positive, support your brothers, and black people who got come together.
Let's do it.
Yeah, yo, one love. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace.
Peace.